So let me ask you something, because we're definitely in an era where everyone wants to be a boss or everyone wants to do many things. For someone just starting out, when is the best time to try to expand into different areas?
The best time for me, how it's worked for me is I found I look at the businesses or things that I've tried to do, and the ones that have been the most successful, I try to look and study at how that happened and how it occurred, what things were in place, where was I mentally when I was doing it, and I try to mimic that formula in other aspects of other businesses. So, for example, if I was successful at DJing all these years, I looked at my DJ career and what were the key things that made it successful, and those things are, to me, is team building, having the best person at their craft do their job within your company. You can't do everything yourself. You have to be able to delegate authority, and even though it's your baby, have people around that you trust, that you're willing to give the responsibility and know that they're not going to mess it up. Because most people try to do things themselves because they don't want to share, or they feel like someone else is going to mess it up. But I always look back and say, Bill Gates didn't build that company by himself. There's no way he could have done it by himself. There's a lot of key players that you don't hear about that were very instrumental in the success of his company.
How do you build a good team?
I mean, it's really just, for me, it's an energy. What you put out is what you get back. So I've found that just being open-minded and being positive, and if you're doing positive things, it's going to attract positive people. And you have to weed through the different levels of positive people that may not fit within your organization. But I found, like, doing things, the right way, an ambitious person is going to come towards that. Naturally, the law of attraction is going to gravitate towards something positive, and then from there you can discern who you want to work with or not. Like, I look at my event, Face Off Fridays. We just celebrated 9 years this past Friday, and it's just been built on music. It's been built on just having fun. It's never been about the money. And yet still, when we do our parties, people will just come. They walk in the building, and they want to perform. So we've had anywhere. The only person I paid was Raekwon. On my 2-year anniversary, I paid him. Everybody else, from Just Blaze, Skills was on, Ninth Wonder, Green Lantern, just name it. They'll just get in there and they feel the energy, and they feel like it's not the money doesn't even matter, and they'll just want to just be a part of it. And that's, my team's the same way. They just want to be a part of it because it's a progressive movement, it's a cool movement. They just feel like they're part of something that could be great. So as far as owning a business and being a boss, part of being a boss is not letting your employees feel like you're the boss. That you're okay with getting your hands dirty. You're okay with, every job that you delegated, you could actually do yourself. And just point and do that. You have to be able to do everything yourself if need be. And once they see that and they realize you're more of a peer or equal than someone that's just pointing fingers, they'll go hard for you. It's an amazing phenomenon of how that's worked for me. Like, the money we've put into the event hasn't been great, but what we've pulled out of it has been great because the time, we've invested a lot in the people we have in our organization, and we've invested a lot in it.